Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Mendoza. We're looking at going over a little bit more on the Cornell notes for our science assignment. There was a couple of questions. So first of all, in your notebook, go ahead and put your name, period, date, Cornell notes, chapter 6, lesson 1, and it's pages 246 through 251. This was given in Google Classroom, this information. First thing you want to do is go ahead and write the title. The title, Earthquakes and Plate Boundaries. Okay, I'm on the correct page, 246, Earthquakes and Plate Boundaries. You need to go ahead and fold your paper, or you could put a line if you wish. You could put a line down the center. And so here we have our title. The main idea is given right here. So I wrote, notice here on the left side, I put main idea. On the right side, I wrote out what it says according to the text. Then what you want to do, you want to start going through the text and look at every red subsection. Okay, so in this case here, it's already in question form. What is an earthquake? So I write that out. What is an earthquake? As I read, I find out what it is. And here it is, given right here. So I write, notice here on the left side, I write it as a question. Here I'm going to answer in a complete sentence, restating an earthquake is. I got this from the text, punctuation. So that was a red subheading. You're also going to do it for the blue subheadings. I don't see, so I'm going through here. I don't see any more on this page. I'm going to move over my book, and I see here, okay, there's a blue subheading, elastic strain energy. So what I want to do is I want to take elastic strain energy and turn it into a question. Okay, so what is elastic strain energy? I will get that information from reading the text. So as I read, I'm reading. Here it is right here. Stored energy as a change in shape. So I have my question. I'm going to restate. What is elastic strain energy? Elastic strain energy is energy stored as a change in shape. So notice here, you're just going to go through the text for all the red subheadings and blue. Also, when you come up to the green reading checkpoints, you will write down the question. So notice here, first of all, I had a red subheading, and here it is right there, red. Next, as I went to, I'm just going in order. I see a blue subheading. I write that one down. Next, as I go in order, I see a green reading checkpoint. What is kinetic energy? I write it down. Restate the question in your answer. Kinetic energy is the energy an object has because it is in motion. Motion. Okay, where did I get that? I got that from the text right here. Kinetic energy or energy in motion. You can also look it up in the back of the book. You might be able to get some more information. So now you're going to continue that process. So notice here. Next, I'm going to write faults and earthquakes. So I'm going to write that as a question. What are faults and earthquakes? You'll read the text and continue to write in a complete sentence, restating the question. What are faults and earthquakes? Now, you will continue on. Here, these are not in blue, so we're not focusing on these right here. We're not going to do the visual check either. The next one will be right here on page 249. 1, 2, and we keep on going. So you do that all the way into page 251. After you're done with that, you go on to what's really shows in Google Classroom as part 2. So part 2, you're going to do drawings with labels and page numbers. For example, the first drawing, it says in Google Classroom, page 247, figure 2, the rock formations, including the paragraph. So what you'll do, you could just do it right in your notebook. As you get there, you could label it. So we need to know, you could put, for example, you could put number 2. So here we could put number 1. Here we could put number 2. Imagine that we're all done with number 1. And what you could do here, so we're going to talk about number 2. Number 2, it's figure 2. Page 247. Go to figure 2. Write the title. Make the drawings as you see it. Also include the paragraph. It says include the paragraph. Include the paragraph. So you're making a drawing, write the information, and include the paragraph. There might be a question or statement within the drawings. It says identify the type of fault. Okay. The type of fault shown is a strike split fault. Okay. So here we're identifying the fault here. Okay. So this information should be readily available from the reading, from the diagram. Okay, very good. So remember, all this information here is in Google Classroom. There's also an example in Google Classroom. And you do the work in your science notebook. And just keep everything labeled, numbered. Make sure you have your Cornell notes, this question on the left, answer on the right. Very good. Keep on working.